Dear students, today we are going to learn a philosophical poem, Money, written by W.H. Davies. The poet was a tramp who traveled on foot in the UK and the United States. He was also a street singer. After several years of wandering life, he published his poems. The poem Money reveals relation between money and happiness. According to the poet, the poor people are happier than the rich. In this video lecture, you will learn analysis of the entire poem in English, poetic devices, and appreciation of the poem. Let's begin. See the poetic lines. Money. When I had money, money, oh, I knew no joy till I went poor. For many a false man as a friend came knocking all day at my door. Then felt I like a child that holds a trumpet that he must not blow because a man is dead. I dared not speak to let this false world know. Much have I thought of life and seen how poor men's hearts are ever light, and how their values do hum like bees about their work from morn till night. So when I hear these poor ones laugh and see the rich ones coldly frown, poor men, think I, need not go up so much as rich men should come down. When I had money, money, oh, my many friends proved all untrue, but now I have no money, oh, my friends are real, though very few. William H. Davis. Let's begin the poem. The poem tells us about the rich man who wants to be a poor man to find the real happiness. At the end of the poem, the poet says that now he doesn't have money. He has true friends, though they may be few. In this poem, there are five stanzas. Every stanza has four lines. Now see the first stanza. When I had money, money, oh, I knew no joy till I went poor. For many a false man as a friend came knocking all day at my door. Now here the poet tells us about his past experience. When he had money, when he was a rich man, he was not happy. He found true joy when he became poor. When he was rich, he was surrounded by false friends. These friends were selfish. They were visiting the poet to get money from him. Now see the second stanza. Then felt I like a child that holds a trumpet that he must not blow because a man is dead. I dared not speak to let this false world know. Now here we see a new word. Trumpet means a brass musical instrument. Now here the poet tells us when the poet was rich, he always tried to hide his wealth from his unreal friends. At that time, he felt like a child who has given a trumpet, but he has not been allowed to blow it because there has been a death. He couldn't reveal the reality of the false people around him. Though the poet was rich, he was living miserable life in those days. See the next stanza. Much have I thought of life and seen how poor men's hearts are ever light, and how their values do hum like bees about their work from morn till night. The poet thinks deeply about life and understands the fact that the poor people are happier than the rich. The poor people are light hearted. They enjoy life. The poet observes that the poor men's values are also very happy. They enjoy their family life. The poor values hum like bees. They talk about their husbands who work day and night. They are happy though they are in poverty. So, when I hear these poor ones laugh and see The rich ones coldly frown. Poor men, think I, need not go up, so much as rich men should come down. The poet has often seen that the poor people are cheerful. They laugh loudly and enjoy life. The rich people are unfriendly, dissatisfied, and worried. The poet thinks that the poor people need not go up. It means the poor people need not become rich. The rich people should experience poverty to understand real life, to enjoy life. Now, see the last stanza. When I had money, money, oh, my many friends proved all untrue. But now I have no money. Oh, my friends are real, though very few. Now, here the poet reveals the bright side of poverty. When the poet was rich, his many friends were unreal. Now, the poet is a poor man, so he has very few friends, but these friends are real. In this way, the poet found happiness in poverty. Poetic devices used in the poem. The poet has used many devices to make the poem attractive. Now, see the different devices. Inversion. You know, in this figure of speech, word order is disturbed. Now, see the example of inversion. Much have I thought of life. Now, in this line, the word order is changed, it is disturbed. You may say, correct word order. I have much thought of life. Now, this is the correct word order. Simile. In this figure of speech, there is direct comparison between two dissimilar things. In the comparison, usually the word as or like is used. Now, see the example. Then felt I like a child. Now, here the poet compares himself to a child, and this is direct comparison. Again, there is another example, and how their vayus do hum like bees. Now, here the vayus of poor men are compared to bees. This is also an example of simile. Next, repetition. In this figure of speech, a particular word or a group of words is usually repeated. Example, when I had money, money, oh. Now, in this line, the word money is repeated. Onomatopoeia. In this figure of speech, there is a word or a group of words that indicates particular sound. For example, and how their vayus do hum like bees. Now, here the word hum shows sound. So, this is an example of onomatopoeia. Next is antithesis. You know, anti means opposite and thesis means ideas. If opposite ideas or opposite words are brought together, it becomes an example of antithesis. Now, see the example. So, when I hear these poor ones laugh and see the rich ones coldly frown. Now, here laugh and frown, these are the opposite words. So, we say this is an example of antithesis. Next is alliteration. You know, repetition of a consonant sound, especially at the beginning of words, is called alliteration. See example. My many friends proved all untrue. Now, in this line, my many, here sound m is repeated. So, this is an example of alliteration. Rhyme scheme of the first stanza. Now, in this stanza, we see there is only one pair of rhyming words, poor and tour. This is a pair of rhyming words. Usually, you know, rhyme scheme begins with A. So, we say A, B, C, B. This is the rhyme scheme of the first stanza. Poetic appreciation. See the question. Write an appreciation of the poem Money. Use the following points. Now see the points about the poem, poet, and the title. The theme of the poem, language style, special features, message, and morals in the poem. Your opinion about the poem. These are the given 6 points. With the help of these points, we may write poetic appreciation. Now see point number 1 about the poem, poet, and title. The poem Money is written by W.H. Davies. The poet was a tramp who wandered in the UK and the United States. He actually experienced the life of a poor man. This is a poem of 5 stanzas that deals with money and happiness. The theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is the inverse relation between money and happiness. The poet thinks that the poor people are happier than the rich. The poet had many false friends when he was a rich man. He had true friends when he became a poor man. Poetic style or language style. The poem has 5 stanzas of 4 lines each. The poet has used many poetic devices to make the poem attractive. Inversion, simile, repetition, onomatopoeia, alliteration. Such devices make the poem more decorative. Special features of the poem. The use of enjambment is a special feature of this poem. Usually, people give too much importance to money. The poet is surprised by this fact, so he uses an exclamatory mark and repeats the word money. Next point, values or message. The poem gives a valuable message that wealth is not necessary to be happy in life. The poor people are happy. They have true friends too. The poem tells us the value of money in our life. My opinion about the poem. In my opinion, money does not bring happiness. It is a state of mind. We must realize the meaning of happiness. The poem taught me what is true happiness in simple language. We should not run after money. Dear students, for more videos, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.